What is going on, ladies and gentlemen out there in the world? Welcome to another episode of Cruisin the Planets. I'm your host, Paul the rapper. I usually introduce the crew, but today I want them to introduce themselves.
Oh, that's how we're playing it today?
Yeah.
Okay. You first.
I am Dylan. How's everyone's day going?
Lovely.
Pretty good. It's a
lovely.
Monday. Coffee, you know.
Started
Yeah.
raining the second I walked out the business building.
Yeah, good or bad?
Medium, because my scooter wasn't completely soaked, but I did get wet on the way here.
Oh, what do they got wet?
What do we?
What do we?
Luckily, my hair, it is unfortunately a wash day, so hopefully the humidity doesn't whack it up. But
Yeah.
anyway, I'm Aaliyah. Hello.
And Thomas Engelbert.
Here in spirit.
He's here in spirit. He'll probably come on later during the show. I don't know what he's doing. Man disappeared from planet Earth, so he might join us when he realizes, oh shoot, it's Cruising the Planet time. But today's episode, we're talking about obscure history, and I know Aaliyah has a lot to talk about. I'm not sure about Dylan, but Aaliyah definitely has a lot to talk about that. So
I don't have much because I
All right.
completely forgot to check.
Okay.
didn't do his research. How dare you?
So, this is actually my topic. I'm the one who put this down. Me and Thomas, whenever he gets here, are going to cook in this.
Oh, there
There
the
he is.
man.
He's
Oh
coming.
my god, he's got printed out papers. I've just got multiple websites pulled up. But don't worry, guys. They're not .coms. They're .edus and .org.
He's a true.
We have
He's a true
we have-
journalist.
we have good sources here. First of all, is for my obscure history, I'm really going to be delving into mass hysteria specifically. Oh yeah, thank you.
Sorry, how's everybody doing?
I
Late
always
to the
mess
intro.
that up when I do it. Anyway, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Engelbert has appeared.
Hello, everybody.
So what were you saying about mass hysteria?
Go for it.
No, not that one. So mass hysteria is also defined as like mass psychological illness, or mass sociogenic illness, is just when symptoms of a population are there's no infectious agent responsible for the contagion of an entire population of this particular. They don't really call it a disease, but more a disorder.
So it's not like an actual sickness. It's not like a plague or anything.
Or a plague, but it's the group becoming this sort of sickened state through this disorder.
They use those as describing words. It's not like people actually getting like a fever or like actually mortally sick.
So that's why they say mass hysteria usually, because it's all a brain thing.
It's like the wave of Scooby toilet.
Yep.
Have y'all
That's
seen the toys at
definitely-
Walmart?
Yes.
No.
I actually want to know what's worse. Saw a kid buying one in Target
they're
the
selling
other
it
day.
like hotcakes.
What are you talking
So-
about? What is this? We're talking about toys.
Oh my god,
Skibbity
Skibbity
toilet?
toilet.
Yeah, there's Skibbity toilet toys.
Hold on, let me
Which
search
I
it
don't
up.
know if you know what
Guys,
that is.
do y'all
but it's,
remember like
brain
ASDF
rot.
movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I know that was our brain rot, but I really don't feel like it was.
But it's more
this bad.
clever.
It was way better.
It was methodical, like cringy jokes, but like more
Exactly.
than just like.
A dude's
I
head in a
had-
toilet.
yeah.
Have you heard
Yeah.
of the creator of Skibbity Toilet is actually under? So I don't know if this is real or whatnot, but a couple of months ago I heard that Michael Bay bought out the dude who is making the Skibbity Toilet, but there's a lot of legal action in there because the Michael Bay doesn't know the legal allegations of like that's not Skibbity Toilet. It isn't his original creation. That comes from a game
From
making
Gary's
software.
mod.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he doesn't own any of those assets. So it's like a big legal situation that they're under right now to try to figure out who actually owns these characters or whatnot. Because those are all likenesses from like a Valve game.
Yeah, from Half-Life, Gary's mods, and all that.
Now, like those kit bashed ones with like the screens and whatnot, he made those characters, but like the dudes coming out of
Yeah,
the
but
toilet.
the classic head one.
Yeah, those
no.
are
That's straight
original
from the game.
character models from a different game. So it's weird. Like that's the G-Man. That's like one of the main villains from the Half-Life universe, but they just took his likeness and made it. What, there's Legos? Ugh. It's so gross.
They might not be official Legos.
They definitely are
No,
not.
but like
Lego would
Mega
never
Blocks
taint it.
or whatever.
That's why your mother buys you
Block
Mega
set.
Blocks instead of Lego.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
Well,
to
Mama
see
buys you
that
Mega
at
Blocks.
Walmart.
Instead of Lego.
Is that like a meme? Am I missing that?
But like,
Yeah.
continue more about
Okay,
the
so
dancing plague.
One of my favorite
Dancing plague,
ones
huh?
is the dancing plague. They do call it a plague, even though, again, nobody actually was sick. But This started in 1518 in France, and in July, a random woman by the name of Frau Trophea, which Frau just means Mrs., which crazy that this was in France, but they're referring to her as Frau. Anyway, she just stepped into the street and began dancing and seemed unable to stop. She kept dancing until she collapsed from exhaustion. After resting, she resumed this compulsive, frenzied activity. This continued this way for days. Within a week, more than 30 people were similarly affected. This continued for such a long time that as many as 400 people eventually were consumed by the dancing compulsion, and a number of them had died from their exertions
What?
because they were like just dancing uncontrollably,
dance to
nonstop,
death.
dance to death. Yes.
Yeah, look, it's dancing to death.
There we go. Yep.
Mhm. And sorry. Oh my gosh, hair on my nose. A number of them had died. But in early September, so look, 3 months,
Yeah.
it started to like finally die down, and this event was the most thoroughly documented and probably the last of several such outbreaks in Europe, which took place largely between the 10th and 16th centuries.
I feel like the reason why it got so popular then is like fanatical religion was really popular. Or
Well-
was like the thing back then. So if like you see like a fanatic woman dancing in the street, if you're
They'd probably condemn her for being a witch.
or if you're like a religious zealot or whatnot, and you see this woman going fanatic, she's like, "Oh, she's speaking tongues. We must join." And everybody's like,
Usually,
"Ooh."
if they thought someone was speaking in tongues, they put them in a brazen bowl
Mhm.
or hang
It does
them.
also depend on location, though, because I know that in
This
some
was in
cultures,
France at
Oh,
the time.
France,
At the
okay.
time, Rome.
Never
At
mind,
the
yeah.
time in
Yeah.
Rome.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
So
'cause I know there
Homegirl
is
definitely would have been in the brazen.
I know,
bowl
like,
if
Protestant-
they thought that it was
Protestant
a religious
Christianity,
thing.
like they actually be speaking in tongues, like in church and stuff.
Yeah, that's
In-
what I
in,
thought
like,
it
a
was like.
They
deep,
faint,
deep,
they
deep.
faint and stuff
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah.
You know, like that's.
Oh
like,
yeah, they're
where it
like, I
comes
feel
from.
the spirit.
Or like they get up and they're filled with the spirit and start
I know,
dancing
start jigging.
really
You
vigorously.
think that might have to do something with it, or you saying like French, like that wasn't spread to France at this time?
This wasn't France at the time. At the time, this was ancient Rome.
For some
Okay.
reason, I thought this was like way back during like the Salem trials.
Mm,
When was
way
was it way before that?
the Salem trials?
was that 1700s?
I feel
I
like that
feel
was
like that was,
1700s.
like, really
I feel,
reason that
so
it
if it
should
was
have been.
1700s, then it would have been the 16th century, and this is the 1500s. So
Okay, so the
16th
fif-
century.
I say I do
So,
know
like,
that in
back-to-back
some religions they
centuries.
just dance. Like it's part of like tradition just
Mhm.
to dance on days in until you pass out.
Especially like
I think it's
not
mainly
pagan
Swedish, I'm not
and
sure.
pagan. Like it's very similar,
Mhm.
sort of like you in Samhain, or like actual what was originally Halloween for pagan people is Samhain. Like you want to fill your house with good spirits, so a lot of times you'll dance, make simmer pots, hang garlands that bring good energy into the home because you want to like cleanse it for spirits.
kind
and
of
stuff.
like almost like Day of the Dead, kind of
Yeah,
like
it's-
welcoming
yeah.
in.
Like there's a lot of parallels between pagan traditions and like Hispanic cultural traditions, such as like things with Day of the Dead and an ofrenda versus like
How
pagan
close?
traditions.
How close is Spain to France? They're like, aren't they like right
Mm-mm.
next? Okay,
I don't think they touch, but I think they're pretty close.
because
I don't.
I wonder if that's because of like
Europe.
Spaniard colonizers coming in and when they colonized Mexico or whatnot.
Oh no, you're right. They are touching. My bad.
Yeah.
I mixed up Italy and France's location.
So I wonder if those like led to the Mexican, the Hispanic culture that we have today.
Probably. It probably was a combination of a lot of things. But continuing with the dancing plague, there was another really popular case documented in 1347.
What is
Yeah.
this?
Do we
Oh,
do we
man.
interrupt or do keep?
Should we like
No,
bounce off of
what?
one another? Like you did one, then Travis did one. And
Sure. What is
What is a
this?
bat
Yeah, this is
bomb?
Yeah,
Interesting.
sorry for like.
I read like the bio of it.
I'm kind of like in the middle of what Leah was saying, but bat bombs were an experimental World War II weapon developed by the United States. The bomb consisted of a bomb-shaped casing with over 1,000 compartments, each containing a hibernating Mexican free-tailed bat with a small timed
incendiary bomb.
incendiary bomb attached.
I think I know what. Okay, so bats like to perch and like hide in very dark and obscure places. So I wonder if they planned for bats to like go and hide in like their hidden fortresses and whatnot and blow it up.
You wanna watch this video? It's like 2 minutes long.
I hate the U.S. military because why would they
Let's watch
do
this video.
that?
It's 2 minutes long.
NASA did something similar to Leica, and I'll never forget.
Everybody, this is
the
from
government.
Real Facts 404 on YouTube.
In World War II, the U.S. Marine Corps had an ambitious idea: train bats to be the kamikaze bombers that the military didn't want humans to be. The bat bomb was conceived by Lytle S. Adams, a dental surgeon from Irwin, Pennsylvania. The
Hold on. Yeah, they can see.
idea was to load the bats with explosives and train the animals to use their echolocation to find targets. Adams wrote about his idea of incendiary bats in a letter to the White House in January 1942, little more than a month after the attack on Pearl Harbor. Adams was intrigued by the strength of bats and knew that they roosted before dawn. He also knew that most of the buildings in Tokyo were constructed of wood instead of concrete. The plan was subsequently approved by President Roosevelt. After Roosevelt gave the project his approval, it was relegated to the authority of the United States Army Air Force, while Adams assembled the workers for the project. While the original plan was to arm the bats with white phosphorus, American chemist Louis Feezer joined the team, and white phosphorus was replaced with his invention, napalm. The bomb itself consisted of a bomb-shaped casing with over 1,000 compartments, each containing a hibernating Mexican free-tailed bat with a small, timed incendiary bomb attached. Dropped from a bomber at dawn, the casings would deploy a parachute in mid-flight and open to release the bats, which would then disperse and roost in eaves and attics in a 20 to 40 mile radius. The incendiaries, which were set on timers, would then ignite and start fires in inaccessible places in the largely wood and paper constructions of the Japanese cities. Tests were used to determine how much napalm an individual bat could carry, determining that a 14-gram bat could carry a payload of 15 to 18 grams. The napalm was stored in small cellulose containers dubbed H2 units. After trying several attachment methods, they decided to attach the H2 units to the bats using an adhesive, gluing them to the front of the bats. A series of tests to answer various operational questions were conducted. In one incident, the Carlsbad Army Airfield Auxiliary Air Base was set on fire on May 15, 1943,
They set
Oh,
themselves
when
on
armed
fire.
bats were accidentally released. The bats roosted under a fuel tank and incinerated the test range. Following this setback, the project was relegated to the Navy in August 1943, who renamed it Project X-Ray, and then passed it to the Marine Corps that December. More tests were scheduled for mid-1944, but the program was canceled by Fleet Admiral Ernest J. King when he heard that it would likely not be combat ready until mid-1945. By that time, it was estimated that $2 million, equivalent to $19.3 million today, had been spent on the project. It is thought that the development of the bat bomb was moving too slowly and was overtaken in the race for a quick end to the war by the atomic bomb project.
I was literally,
That's kind of crazy.
I was just about to say they just spend all of that money on bats and they just drop 2 nukes and love it all anyway. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's
Speaking of nukes, perfect segue. This one's for my boyfriend
Bat
because he told
bomb.
me about it this morning. So I don't know if y'all know about B-52 bomb-carrying planes.
Mhm.
They're the really big fat ones. So there is a alleged lost nuke in North Carolina.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was not aware of this. I feel like Jake, if I mentioned this to him, I feel like he'd
But
know
yeah,
a
everyone
lot.
knows that.
there's
Yeah, he'd be
there's
like, you
multiple.
didn't know? Yeah. In 1961, a B-52 Stratofortress carrying 2 nuclear bombs crashed near Goldsboro, North Carolina, dropping the bombs in a rural area. And now they're just there, I guess. The crash occurred when the plane experienced a fuel leak. The pilots lost control after the right wing broke off, and the plane turned over and caught fire. Man, they were. I would have been, if I was the pilot, I would have been like, well, this is on fire. We are either going to crash or explode. No in
Mhm.
between. Guess they took crash.
Yeah.
Both
Did
bombs fell from the B-52.
Did they find it, or is it still missing?
Let's see.
It can't be that hard to find a
Ever?
bomb.
I mean,
Oh, you'd be so surprised. We have literal lost bombs that are being found in the U.S. all the time. Like rural farmers in the Midwest constantly are having to call up like
Bomb squad.
government bomb squads, like bomb squads
Mm.
to be like, hey, I found a huge metal piece of thing in my yard. What is this? And they're like, oh, sorry, that's like leftover bomb pieces from World War II.
A couple of months ago in Japan, an old bomb for World War II exploded on an airfield, like just a normal airliner runway. And turns out that they paved over it whenever they were making the runway, and it just randomly exploded. So they
Dang.
had to
Damn.
do that. So kind of Leah, on the segue of war, here's my big research topic for this. Back in 1932, Western Australia was facing an agricultural crisis. Right after the Great Depression hit, wheat prices were plummeting and farmers were desperate to make a profit on their crops. This crisis doubled when about 20,000 emus immigrated inland into the wheat growing areas of Australia.
I heard that whole story was false.
No, it's 100%
I
true.
mean, Drew can tell me it. Drew has literally like we have everyone listening. We have someone in the studio he works here named Drew,
Mhm.
right? And he's friends with this Australian person, and they were telling me that that's whole false.
Dude, this is fact. Okay, so
Continue.
emus trampled fences, destroying property and crops in their wake. Frustrated and overwhelmed, farmers petitioned the government to have military involvement with this. In response, Major GPW Meredith of the Royal Australian Artillery was tasked with commanding Soldier Sergeant S. McCurry and Gunner J. O'Halloran with 2 Lewis machine guns and 10,000 rounds of ammo and a jeep. They were tasked with taking care of the emu problem. The campaign began on November 2nd of 1932. Congratulations, this is the 92nd anniversary of the Great Emu War. Started on Saturday. Their encounters with the emus proved to be quite challenging. They were more elusive than they expected, often moving in groups and scattering quickly once shot at. With the emus' evasive tactics, the soldiers with the soldiers' guns often jamming, the task had seemed to be more difficult than expected. Even with the inclusion of a gun-mounted jeep, the emus seemed to have the upper hand at every turn. The story of the Great Emu War spread quickly, portraying it as a comedic failure. Reports spoke of the emus' surprising resilience, describing the birds as well-trained soldiers able to dodge bullets and frustrating their attackers. Public opinion eventually turned somewhat against the military involvement because they were putting so much money into this and not really doing anything about it. After several weeks of embarrassing attempts, in December of 1932, 10,000 rounds of ammo have been shot through, and they only have gotten about 1,000 emus killed. Amongst his defeat, Meredith said, if we had a military division with a bullet carrying capacity of these birds, it would be able to face any army in the world.
I don't understand why they didn't just like have a bunch of people on snipers sniping all the emus.
I was just about to
Like,
say,
what?
Yeah, this is on Britannica as well.
after the war ended, they eventually set up like a bounty system, kind of
Mhm.
like with coyotes or whatnot we do in the States, or like boars. You bring in some part of the bird to like an ag center in town, and you'll be able to get money off of it instead. So that's
You
how.
can do the same thing with hogs and javelinas
Yeah, that's
in Texas and
Yeah,
southern
so
Texas
that's
and
like the
Arizona.
way better way. Just like, hey, go hunt these.
They
Get your
also
own
do that
dinner.
with, fun fact, pythons in Florida because really irresponsible snake owners released Burmese pythons into the Everglades of Florida, and they can get up to 50 feet long, and they have started eating entire alligators and entire bucks, not just the female deer, the entire buck. They didn't realize that a snake could unhinge their jaw that much. So now it's actually become such a problem that they just are like, bring in as many Burmese pythons as you want. Like, just find them, shoot them, kill them. And their camouflage is insane. And they are strong swimmers. Anyway, that's my little thing. I really like snakes, so I hate irresponsible snake owners. Anyway, this is a little one that I have, and then I'm gonna talk about my other big mass hysteria. But do y'all know the Great Molasses Flood?
Yes, I have another flood here as
Yeah.
well.
Okay, so really little, but basically a 50-foot tall molasses tank ruptured, releasing 2.3 million gallons of molasses into the neighborhood of a Boston neighborhood, and the weight of molasses is so much that it crushed buildings, trapped horses, crushed buildings, trapped people, and 21 people were killed and 150 were injured because they just, you can't get out of that. So like anybody that was super close,
The worst quicksand.
Yeah, no, it's insane because you just get engulfed and you'd suffocate basically. It
When was that?
insane. 1919.
Okay.
Rather
Recent.
Rather recent.
In retrospective.
In retrospect, compared to like the meowing nuns who were
In the
in
1500s.
not even. I think it was before that.
Kind of bouncing off of your flood there. In 1814, on October 17th, in a brewery in Tottenham Court Road, burst in over 323,000 gallons, about 1.5 million liters of water, or not water, beer burst out into streets. Kind of the same incident of not as much destruction, but cars and buildings and roads and everything was completely demolished. About 8 people drowned because of that.
John and beer is crazy.
Yeah.
John and the beer.
I know. What a way to go.
Nobody was charged with any crimes because of that. Nobody was charged with any wrongdoing of that. The court just put it up to an act of God.
That's an interesting way to see it.
Wow.
Yeah.
More people died from molasses than beer. That feels crazy. Also, you were correct. They don't know exactly when the meowing nuns were.
Mhm.
They say the 15th century, so it would
What's
have been
molasses?
the 1400s. It's what makes brown sugar brown.
Caramelized, really thick, liquidy sugar.
Mhm.
So like thick honey.
Yeah.
Mm,
So like,
think more like if caramel was overdone in more of the texture of syrup.
yeah, but like
Gotcha.
super thick syrup.
Like you're
Oozy.
spreading that like a thick paste. It's
So like
thicker
kinda
than honey.
jam. Okay,
Like
No, it's thicker than honey. This thing
jelly,
is almost
like jam.
okay,
it's-
yeah.
thicker than that. It's almost a solid.
I wanted to say like silly putty, but silly putty is a little too hard.
Honestly, though, silly putty is really
It's like you can
close.
probably pick it up and like start messing
You really
with it.
could.
Dang.
Like it's incredibly thick. But yeah, it was during the 1400s.
What are the meowing nuns? Or nuns?
Yeah, so basically, it was just this coven of nuns in, I believe, France. Yeah, a French coven.
So
Oh
much
my
stuff
God.
in France,
I know, the hysteria in France.
Crazy.
Crazy. It says a French coven, but at the time, that wouldn't have really been France. But anyway, one nun just began to meow, and soon all of the others just started meowing, and they did nothing but meow.
I heard about that. Yeah.
It was extra disturbing because at the time, cats' feline traits were heavily associated with the devil. So they were like, "Oh my God, the nuns are meowing. They're being possessed by the devil. What do we do? What do we?" Like everybody was, there was that aspect of why it was stressing people out. Also, they were so loud and consistent with it that people were just annoyed with the fact that they wouldn't stop meowing.
I think I know how this story ends.
Yeah, they got threatened by soldiers. They were like, "If you don't stop, we will beat you. We will beat you if you don't stop."
I thought that they were actually like they were murdered. I thought they were all killed because they wouldn't stop.
The nuns eventually stopped after being threatened with a beating by soldiers.
Oh, it's like, get your stuff straight,
They were
girl.
like, "Straighten up, or else
I'm gonna get the belt.
I'll get the belt."
So
Not
they're
gonna
like
like
the
it.
first wave of brain rot because
Yeah.
now all you hear is
Yes.
Seriously.
skibbity toilerism.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
Because like, what do you mean y'all just started? And that's partially why I just meow randomly in honor of them. They're
Mm.
why I am the way I am.
Keep the memory going.
Keep the memory alive.
Dylan,
Anyway.
did you bring any obscure history?
I'll be
for this
honest,
week?
I didn't look at it because I missed Friday, and that's normally when
Oh.
I check out the stuff.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
isn't that obscure, but do y'all know the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory?
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, well, basically, before I even get into that, the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire is the reason you see the sign, "This door must remain unlocked during business hours."
Yeah.
And basically, what happened was, the owner of the company was like, "These ladies need to have less smoke breaks. I need to restrict this now." So he just locked all the fire exits, locked all the doors, locked everything except the main door. And there was only one little rickety elevator to get everybody up and down. And one of the ladies was like, "Pfft, I'm going to smoke a cigarette anyway." Flicked it in a trash can. Trash can caught on fire. Building caught on fire.
Everybody
They
caught
were-
on fire.
Everybody.
They couldn't escape.
Well, that is not entirely true. what happened was some of them took the elevator to get down. They took as many as they could in the waves down the elevator. Women tried to break the doors and windows. They couldn't break the doors. They could break the windows, though. So it was a 50-50 split which ones wanted to stay in the building or politely exit the 7th story window.
I was just about to say, how tall?
Oh,
is it?
several stories up. They were not surviving the fall, and you could tell.
Yeah, I think
And-
I actually do remember hearing about this.
Yeah.
It was during like the Gilded
Gilded
Age, right?
Age, indeed it was. Very
Yeah, 'cause
I think
then-
it was late 1800s, early 1900s if I remember correctly. One of my favorite random things, and I can't look at this door must remain unlocked during business hours without thinking about it. Because
Yeah.
isn't that a crazy reason that the doors say that?
Because I think after that incident happened, they actually maybe we should look at all the architecture of everything.
Mhm.
So then people actually had to enforce the windows in houses and rooms and all
Oh
that.
yeah, that's
Mhm.
when real safety in building and architecture started becoming
and
prevalent.
sanitary stuff.
Yes, the FDA started coming alive around that time too.
Have you heard of London's window tax?
What?
So in London, way back when, I don't know of a specific time period, but London was really low on money, so they started coming up with these random taxes for the populace so they could start getting money. One of them was a window tax. For every window you had in your house, you would have to pay a specific amount per window. So people would just start up boarding windows with bricks and wood or whatnot. So if you're ever walking through London and see just windows randomly bricked up, that's because of the window tax. Like old
Wow.
historic buildings. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Did you find anything on Google about that, Travis?
He did immediately.
The window tax.
Yeah.
The window tax.
Yeah. See?
Wow.
Yeah, look at that.
Just all boarded up.
Boarded
stuff
up.
Like that. See, some of them down at the bottom left with that curved. Some of them have the windows in it, and some of them don't. Just so that each floor probably is a big room, so they probably left at least one window
Mhm.
to have some sort of natural light.
And it
coming
was
in.
probably based off flats, so it was based off each apartment which window they wanted to brick
Mhm.
up. Because that's
A
how
building with
London
no
works.
windows sucks.
Yeah.
I know. Jesus, London is depressing.
Have you
Mhm.
have you heard about the windowless buildings in New York?
No.
Yeah,
What?
there's windowless 2 to 3 to 4 story tall buildings in the middle of New York without any windows or very yeah all these
Yo,
guys.
what?
Yeah.
What is this?
Some
dude?
people think that they're oil wells in the middle of New York because it's a coastal city, so people think there's oil down in there. Other people think that it's nuclear fallout software saving places or information data centers or
Ooh,
something like that
speaking of
because of
nuclear.
the thick concrete walls and stuff.
You
Are we
can't go
getting
inside it.
we saw them going around New York look at the front entrance. Is there any identifying?
Usually there's not though. If you go in downtown Houston, businesses fall in and out of those huge corporate buildings so much, and also usually floors are sublet. So you'll never usually see a sign on the building. There's usually a little sign in the front of the building that has which floor is what
Is it an
business.
NSA building?
It looks
Yeah,
like-
it says
National Security Association. Okay, so that makes sense why it's all protected like that.
they even got
Cameras.
they had cameras on a building that has no windows. It's crazy. What is that though?
Oh, where's that? New York as well.
What is this building with no window? Anyway, I have one last little obscure history.
Mm-hmm. Rip it.
Not really history-ish, kind of history, kind of just a fun fact. Are y'all familiar with Point Nemo?
Sounds familiar.
Okay, so
Is that something to do with reaching a point in the ocean?
It
do you-
is. It
okay.
is. So basically, Point Nemo is Earth's bald spot of land, and it is where there is no land for so many miles that if you are at Point Nemo, you are closer to people being on the
ISS,
International
yeah.
Space Station than on actual land on Earth, which is crazy to think about. So us being the U.S. government, being the U.S. government, was like, oh wow, oh mind you, no life can live here because plankton. There's not enough sunlight and plankton that even lives here, and since plankton is the base of all life in the ocean, if there's no plankton there's nothing. So we took this beautiful, perfect, untouched spot by basically anything, and we decided that this was going to be our dumping ground
Oh,
for equipment. So whenever we have something from space that were like, man, we can't crash the. What are we gonna do with it? Send it to Point Nemo. So now there's just a space parts graveyard underneath Point Nemo,
Kind of
but
cool.
you could never reach the bottom. You could never reach the bottom because it's so incredibly deep. So it's just in the dark under there. Mind you, it's not entire pieces because it mostly burns up before it gets into the atmosphere, but large chunks do still land.
Have y'all heard of the there's a piece of trash, not a piece of trash, but a cluster of trash in the middle of the ocean.
Garbage Island.
Yeah,
Garbage Island,
It's
yep.
about the size of Australia.
Yep,
That's
I've heard of
insane.
it, and it's actually
Huge
devastating.
Clutter of trash. I don't think it comes up on like. I think
Humans
you
are
need.
disgusting.
I think you need like a special satellite, cam to like see it.
Yeah,
but
it's called the
like,
Great Pacific Garbage Patch.
There's so much trash in the middle of the ocean, dude.
It's
Crazy.
devastating.
Like,
Dang, dude. That's crazy.
I know, dude. People can probably live on that.
That's
like
yeah,
a
you could live on that.
Family Guy type
Probably
stuff.
die though.
Hold on, go up to that graph real quick.
Ugh.
Go up a couple. Scroll. Up. Yeah, that one right there. Dang, that looks like Subnautica.
For real.
I see it.
What was that? What was that other one we were talking about?
Point Nemo.
Yeah, Point Nemo.
Yeah.
Point Nemo does also remind me vaguely of. I was never able to like be sure that it was real, but I remember hearing that in Antarctica we have like a vault that just has a bunch of like random
Seeds
knowledge,
and-
seeds, and all
We
that
do.
just in case.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
We do. Yeah, because, well, the government does a lot of shady stuff.
Mhm.
Like, the American government, we have storage spaces in a whole bunch of places. See, that's why they've got the space station picture there. But we also, remember how we used those bat bombs and we got that technology? We shared a lot of our information with, this is some obscure history. Unit 731, I believe, is the correct order of numbers. It might be, 731. So this, it's a heavy-hearted topic. So like, honestly, trigger warning for what I'm about to say because it's really heavy stuff. They did. It's a specific word for it, but I can't remember. Where you're operating on a person while they're alive, but you're not like using usual surgical operations. Like you're dissecting this person.
Talking about like eugenics and stuff like that.
Vivisection. It's called vivisection. I'm not talking about eugenics.
Okay.
This is very different. What they were doing is vivisection, which is live dissection of a person or anything really.
Whoa.
And they were giving people STDs. They were giving people hypothermia. They would just let them be with it, and then they'd cut them open to see how it affected the human body. They would also cut off the limbs of a person and try and reattach them to another person.
Yo. What?
We have the technology now to reattach nerves like that, but at the time we did not, so they were very unsuccessful.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think the U.S. and Japan actually traded
They
information.
did. That is what
Yeah.
they traded information from.
What
Was
is
this
that?
specific unit?
Is
They
that
traded.
Project Paperclip?
No,
I
it
don't remember
was.
exactly,
They were.
but I know during World War II, the reason like Japan isn't as like harped on what they did was because the U.S. got information
That
from
is-
what they did.
That is actually what I was going to talk about. Is that Japan was performing all of these during World War II to find out more information about how to fight us, and the government, because our government is our government, we were like, "Oh, you were trying to find that information on how to fight us?
Oh,
What if
here.
we just like pay you for it?" They
Yeah.
were like, "Okay." So now we're kind of like. That's why we harp more on Germany now than we do on Japan when we talk about the Axis powers.
Is it kazoo time?
It
Maybe.
is kazoo
I
time.
think it
But
is.
yeah. Anyway.
I'm trying to find like the.
There was a
Like
lot
a
more
spot.
like information that we got from that unit, which is crazy because it actually gave us it did give us a lot of medical information about how
Yeah.
stuff affects our bodies, which like great for science, not that great how we
I
got
was
it.
about to say, like, really cruel opinion, but I guess people had to do that in order to learn specific things about the human
like
body.
technically we could have just waited till they died for sure, but they were like YOLO vivisection.
Well, I mean, but like, kind of like with like, I mean, I'm sure they did that back in like the 1600s with like the bubonic plague and stuff
well,
like that.
yeah. I mean, little known fact: Benjamin Franklin was the type to just kind of get bodies and perform scientific experiments on them a lot. That
I wonder how
Yeah.
many of our founding fathers were actually mentally insane.
a
Probably a
lot
lot.
of them. If you look up like history on a lot of them, they were all crazy.
Dude, y'all know Shane Gillis,
Yeah.
right?
Love Shane
his
Gillis.
bit with like George Washington, it's like, how are they ever gonna get him? Like, dude,
When he
6'2",
was in
full
the-
of horse teeth, just like
Full of horse teeth. I know, because it
like-
wasn't even just horse teeth. It was like ivory and
slave
stuff that was
teeth. Yeah.
slave teeth. I love when he was
Midnight
talking about
Christmas Eve across the Great not whatever river they were from. The Great
Delaware.
Britain was like, yeah, nobody's ever gonna
Gonna
pass
cross
them.
this.
But
Oh, y'all ready?
our great founding father George
I'm going
Washington
to
was
go
like,
ahead
how are they ever
and-
gonna get him?
We're gonna
So
switch
I'm
Dylan
gonna
with Z.
Switch off.
And we're gonna go ahead and get into our kazoo segment.
Y'all have a great day.
Bye,
See you,
Dylan.
Dylan. See you, Dylan.
Ooh,
I
transition.
think I found a spot
time.
for it.
Found a spot.
There you go.
Yeah, I think I found a spot.
Yup.
When I was doing research about the obscure history, I totally forgot about the Great Emu War. That's probably like my favorite.
I've heard it's fake, bro.
It's definitely
It's
not.
totally real.
That dude Drew is friends with his for shizzle just butthurt because there's far too many sources that disprove that. Hey, can you maybe not?
I feel like somebody is alive today that knows about. I mean, it was only 92
Karen
years
alert.
ago.
Only 92.
You ready, guys?
Yep.
All right, so let's get a whiteboard for everybody.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
And basically, I'm gonna do my best to kazoo these songs, and we're gonna be guessing the songs. Whoever guesses the song gets a point, and that's simple as that.
We start with Z. Or
We're
we start
we're,
with
we're gonna
Aaliyah?
do more of everyone show their whiteboard on the count of 3.
Ah,
And
okay.
they're gonna write down what it is.
I
call blue.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay, I'm down with that. 2 out of 3 or one time.
2 out of 3.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. You can have it next time. What do you want? Do you want green or red?
I get
Oh,
blue.
hey, yo. I like the darker blue anyhow, so I'm happy with that.
As y'all can
Everybody's
tell,
happy.
I'm a sore loser.
Oh, why do you?
Oh, you're great.
To count points. That's why I need one.
How's everybody doing out there?
Good. You going to?
Ugh.
You doing good, Z?
The
Alright.
colors on the screen look off.
Oh
That's
yeah.
fine. I mean,
there's
nothing we
No,
can do
it's just
about
the
it.
contrast of the one. Well, I mean, it says it.
I mean,
Travis, step in front of it. Use your magic.
that's what I did earlier.
Yeah. There we go. It's because your green shirt. That's what I feel like.
For real?
I don't know.
Probably.
That's my guess.
All right, guys. First
know.
song. All right.
Why did I know you were gonna do that first? Buzzer.
No, we got it, bro.
That's all I got.
I got y'all beat because I have the artist too.
Wait. On the count of 3, show me your you know,
The thing.
what you
Mhm.
wrote.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. You all each get a point.
I get 2 points. I, get the
I didn't know who it was
artist.
by, so
you
I just,
Well, then I got.
got
I'm way
1
better.
point and 1 self point.
yeah. Okay, we can do the point for the artist too.
That's how I did it for whenever I did those.
That was Baby Shark, guys.
Indeed, it was.
By who?
Pink Fong.
Why do you know that?
I babysit.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
But do you know that they originally created that song? Like it's an original.
I mean, yeah, because who would, other than a random YouTube creator?
I don't know. All right. Hold on.
He's got to tune it. Got it, guys.
All right.
No cheat.
That's all I get. I'm not the best kazoo player. Let you know right now. I'm not the best kazooist.
You are
we know.
definitely not, but
But it's-
luckily you
it's
choose ones with
recognizable.
recognizable
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
so I can recognize
There
the
you go.
pattern. As soon as you went, ooh.
Yeah. You guys ready?
Hold on.
I like the tiny little blue marker that one comes with. It's actually periwinkle.
1, 2, 3. Show me. Show
Hey,
me.
he's still writing.
My bad.
Aw, Kilroy. It's Something in the
Good
Way by
job.
Nirvana.
She
guys.
she has like 4 points now. Y'all have like 1.
Put it in the suck it bucket.
There you go.
The
All right.
Suck it bucket.
Yeah. My mom
I
always
haven't
said
heard of
that
that
growing
before.
up.
That's good.
Can I actually get another? This one.
Yeah, I'll give you a different one. Here.
The Suck it bucket.
My mom is a very funny lady. She could have handed
Bruh.
it to you. Oh man, Travis.
There you go. There you
Yeah, it is my green sweatshirt.
go. All right. It's round 3. Round 3. Round 3.
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
Okay.
Dude.
Stop. I need. I know the song. Just that kept
Dude,
screwing
like,
me
seriously
up.
though, like
What?
chill. Like no, once you got the recognizable part, you're good.
Okay,
You're good.
okay. I was going through the whole song. I was like, all right.
Y'all don't got
I know the lyrics.
I got it.
No, I knew what you wrote down.
Do you have it? I feel like you're about to
Um,
write yo mama and just flip it on.
No.
Let me know when you guys are ready.
Ready.
All right.
To the audience.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Show me.
I can feel you there.
So that you don't know the name. You don't know the name of the song.
But I know the lyrics and everything. See
Hey,
that
it's in the lyric right before that.
It's
God,
numb
Yeah,
by
okay.
Linkin Park.
See, that is- we need to stop doing song games because this is my crutch.
They're all on the station. All the thing I've said. It is on
That
the
doesn't matter.
Pink, no way, baby. You
That's-
just did
except
that.
for Baby Shark.
That's it.
I was
That's
about to be like,
in my
no way.
playlist. I listen to that often.
Really?
I'm so bad with
remember like songs of names. See, Nick got it.
so bad with that.
Nick is way more into Linkin Park than I am. I'm surprised. That's like my
Alright.
one. That's the one I got for Linkin. Cool.
This one's hard. Man, this thing sucks. No, we're not doing a song because that song is not gonna be recognizable. How about we do this song? Hold on.
I like how you say as if we know.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
You know that?
Mm-hmm. I know it from the first little hum of the kazoo. You cheating? You cheating? I see you.
Yeah, you looking at Z's board.
What? No. You just wait till what I wrote.
Y'all are gonna love what I wrote.
Okay.
All right. 3.
Two. Yeah, go ahead.
One.
Drake. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Z.
No.
Z got it, man. You should put the artist too, because then that'll give you another point.
Is it Drake?
Isn't it?
It,
Drake?
no, it's not Drake. It's
It's-
Bryson Tiller.
Yes, yes. I was in between Bryson Tiller and someone else.
I can see why you put Drake.
I
though.
don't listen to Bryson Tiller. There's no.
See, if we do
way.
R&B, I'm sorry.
I love Bryson Tiller.
I'm sorry. I'm winning. If we
Okay.
do rock, I will lose.
No, there's no way I would have had that.
Y'all should all know.
But
this
now
one.
you just get 1 point.
It's determining it for me.
Yeah, dude.
I love it. My favorite.
Oh,
All right, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough.
All right.
Z
Yeah,
wants
I'm
this
not.
win.
I don't know how to tune this correctly. It's like so. It's too much of
what I have down is right. It's just I'm awful at handwriting.
I heard Z listen to this the other day actually.
Oh.
1, 2, 3. Show me.
Bruno Mars.
That was in fact when I
Yo.
was your man by Bruno
2
Mars.
points all
Everyone
around
gets
to
2
everybody.
points.
I'm not even keeping track anymore.
I'm at 8 points right now, you guys.
You win, Aaliyah.
Thomas is at 2. Z is at 3 right
I'm
now.
at 4.
I'm at 4.
All
Yeah, I'm
right.
at 4.
Oh, you're at 4. Yeah, that's right.
Alright.
Because you had 2 before.
So
now you're at 4.
Young,
And then-
too dumb to realize.
Yeah, because then
There you
you're
go.
going to
Now I should have brought you flowers
That was a solo, not a duo.
Oh.
Ooh.
Dang.
and held your hand.
Tell him, dude.
Should have gave you all my hours.
All right, next song.
Okay. I'm gonna do the chorus one more time because it looks like no one recognizes it.
No.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
I think that's enough. I think Z has
No,
it.
Dude,
yeah,
every
Z's
big
got
part
it.
of the songs, you would go, oh, oh.
Was it hard to recognize? It's because I was doing the least memorable song part of the song at first. I think is why.
Oh, you
Oh,
were. And
yeah, it
then
is.
as soon as I started, yeah.
Mhm.
Z, I feel like you can just flip it around whenever you get it.
Mhm.
Dude, Z might be making a comeback right now.
Yeah.
He might give it.
I can't read that.
I can't. Wait. Don't do it yet. Ready? Are you ready?
Dude,
guys?
we're not gonna.
Yeah,
get
I'm
it.
Okay.
not.
What was it? What'd you put?
I can't-
I
can't read.
Juice World, I still hear you. But Juice
Lucid Dreams, but it's just
Lucid
world.
Dreams, yeah.
Good point.
Yeah,
Juice
I would
WRLD.
have never gotten that.
That was a huge song, like a
I don't listen to
huge song. It was everywhere.
I forget names of songs, but
Yeah.
like the melody, I was like, wait a minute.
No, never would have gotten.
Oh.
I still.
Okay, another.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I'm kind of excited about this one.
No, I got nothing.
I don't know the artist, but I think I know the name of the song.
No, I think you're good. Yeah, I got nothing. This is just for you. Whenever Thomas. Nah, we're just.
I got it.
You think
I
you got it?
Hey, what do you mean? What you mean, Leah? I'm doing my part. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm trying.
I saw Z. He's like he had it.
No, that's what I'm like.
He's like, don't do it. I don't want him to get it.
All right, I'm 3Z. 1,
I'm
2,
3Z.
3. So is it saucing on you?
It's
It's like
White
I'm
Iverson
saucing,
by
I'm
Post
saucing, I'm
Malone.
saucing.
Yeah,
on
it's White
you.
Iverson by Post Malone.
Okay.
I think she. I
Is
feel
that
bad.
right? I see.
No,
I'm saucing, I'm saucing.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right, that's
saucing
right.
on
I get why you thought
I'm
that.
balling, I'm balling, I'm
It's
balling
White Iverson.
on you.
White Iverson. When I started balling, I was young.
I feel like I should at least get 1 point for
A
that.
half a point.
Okay.
brother.
No, he gets a point.
Yeah, thank you, Leah.
You know
See-
that song, Leah?
No, I don't.
White Iverson?
No, I don't. I've never heard that song in my entire
See,
life.
I knew when you
ever.
went to the whoa 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 whoa. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
and that's
yeah.
like the most popular
Yeah,
start of it song
for sure.
part of it. I was like, dang.
I need to hear the song before I do it. Okay, give me 1 second.
I'm proud of that.
We'll end on this one.
I'm doing my part. Oh,
Around 1,000 emus. Thank you.
my neck, my back, my neck and my back.
My neck and my back, bro. That twin XL do not be treating me right.
You
1 second.
gotta, dude. I sleep on a queen.
Out of here.
I need my space. Go to sleep on one side of the bed, wake up on the other, like in a
Oh,
present.
never. I wake up in the exact same position I went to sleep in.
Dude, whenever I do that, I
Okay.
hurt the next morning. All right, what's up?
This one's all you guys.
I don't know.
Me neither.
Oh,
What genre is it?
I don't know if I can give that. It's definitely something you would know.
I don't know if you
And
can give
even-
that when two people aren't writing anything.
Brother.
I just said something you would know.
I
I think Aaliyah might know the song too, but I think I did it pretty
She
good
don't.
too.
She do not.
I'm passing on this, Chief.
This way the best one I did.
Wait.
I can't do no more. That's all I can give you, bro.
What
I can't. That's
this is
cheating.
constantly reminding me of like that fly or like mosquito flying around your head when you're trying to sleep.
That's funny.
All right.
I got it. Show
Yeah.
me.
Love by Keisha Cole.
Nah, dude.
I wouldn't. I
Like
don't even
I
know who that
want
is.
you.
What?
This
Who-
might be a solo jam for you, buddy.
Jivian?
I'd never heard of
This
that
is a
before.
solo
Like
jam.
Like I want you. Man, what? I should have known that.
You should have known
guys.
that, dude. I think I did pretty good too.
We're doing good, Aaliyah. We're doing great.
We're getting the songs that matter.
Okay. What?
Oh,
no.
Aaliyah.
I
Oh,
joke. I kid. I kid.
God damn.
We literally had Bryson Tiller tickets. Like I was looking at those,
Oh,
but
man.
not for me, for my friend.
I wanted to go so bad.
Why didn't you? I thought you did.
No, I think no. I went to see went to see someone else instead or something like that.
You just had a higher.
But that's it for today.
No,
Let's see where
that
the
is
points are
not.
at. I'm talking about for the game.
Oh, for the game. The points. You didn't get that last one. Me and Z tied. Sorry, I thought he did it first and then he didn't. Me and Z are tied.
I
and
didn't even
then-
count. I even count score.
We
I
gotta-
did
we
it. I
gotta-
I
said,
know.
we
You
gotta
like give
do
me a
one more.
whiteboard.
We gotta do one more.
Unscathed.
We all won because we
We're gonna do one more?
participated and we were
One
great
more.
We
together.
were a
I
great
can't. I gotta. I
team.
gotta.
One more.
I gotta beat a league.
Do we want one more?
Is this
Yeah,
all?
but you gotta give me
This
and
is
Z
one-
one
this-
that's
this
like
isn't a
genuinely
hip-hop
an
one.
even chance.
It won't be hip hop because I know you're not.
Can this
good
be
at
for the
hip-hop.
beans? Can if I get
Wait,
this?
what?
Can this be-
No.
Have you never heard
No.
that phrase?
It's like,
Beat
You
the
can't win
beats?
from one.
It's like give it the beans. Can I get all the beans if I get this?
No.
Come on, dude. It's like a potluck. We're all like
okay,
jackpot.
if we both agree that if he gets the artist and
If you can get the artist and the song, we'll give you all the beans.
All right, I'll agree.
But this is
are
just
you okay
between
with that,
me
Z?
and Z.
I guess.
and then
Okay.
you also have to like
Sing
put
it.
around how long it is the song is.
No,
That's
Hey,
a
That's
little
co-
I
too
can
much.
do that. All right, let's go.
I can
Okay,
do that, but
alright,
that's
Z,
kind
you
of
can do
crazy
that.
to
Okay.
do to a person.
Okay, I got this.
Okay.
Whoa,
Okay.
whoa.
I may be big guy, but I'm perfectly good. Is that
No,
what you're
hold-
doing?
Let me do it again. Let me do it.
I would have lost.
Damn, dude. Hold up.
The laughing through the kazoo.
Put my stuff up. I don't know.
Come on, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Pop got it.
No way.
Hot damn.
Got it.
Can I-
Got it.
I'm not gonna write anything down.
Thomas, do you think I know it? Because I think I might have
Re-
heard it on like the radio.
Restart.
but
Restart.
I don't think that's
Oh
it.
no. That's a no. That is a no.
No.
Yeah, you're right. You got it. You
This is
totally got it.
all Z because I don't.
No,
think
you
this
know
is...
this one, Leah. You know
as
this
soon
one.
as
I know you know this one.
As soon as I
But
knew
we
what
gotta-
it was, that's so recognizable. I don't know why I didn't hear that in the
Okay,
first place.
okay. 1, 2, 3, show. Dude.
Hotel California.
Yeah.
By the Eagles.
Yeah.
You were
Definitely know that.
butchering that.
No, I was
No,
not.
That's why.
Butchering that.
That's
was
why I
killing
said
that.
him have it do it again. Because as soon as
Do
I
it
heard
again.
that first
Do it
part
again.
again, I was like,
Do it
"Oh my
again.
god, that's it!"
Well,
gonna
I'm not gonna
rewatch
lie.
this
The first
podcast.
part, it was a little.
Oh, it's because when you kazoo, you can't hear beats. So certain
Yeah.
beats of the song are
It's
missing
like you
that
can't.
I can't.
Doom, 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 doom.
Well, because he's like, when you kazoo like that, there's certain words that are so fast after one another. It sounds like he's just going do do do, not do 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 do.
do.
You gotta be
when it's like
musically
80
inclined,
Yeah.
like Z.
Okay, not like I didn't get the first 8 of those in
Yeah,
a
I
row,
was
but
about to
whatever.
say she was crushing us.
I
this
was
entire
like,
time.
Whatever.
All right, guys, we're a little over time. Go ahead and let's do segment or question of the day. What is our question of the day?
I don't even remember. Oh my goodness. I've taken-
Overrated false stuff.
Overrated false stuff.
Go.
pumpkin-
One item.
Pumpkin spice.
False.
Overrated pumpkin stuff. The really exuberant decorations in your front lawn, like hay
Yes.
bales. Hay bales.
I agree.
What's the point with hay bales? I like scarecrows. I like pumpkins. I like all the other stuff, but hay bales are overrated.
What about you,
Seriously,
Leah?
if you're in a suburban neighborhood with hay bales, get the heck out of here. Me personally, I really will never understand the obsession with those big flat brim hats. That's a really huge thing, especially down in
Yeah.
Houston. Is Christian Girl Autumn? I don't know if you all are familiar.
I know what you're
that might
talking
be
about.
a
Yeah.
big thing up in DFW area as well. But Christian Girl Autumn with the tightest skinny jeans you can imagine, the hugest leg warmers, thigh high leather boots,
Are Uggs
chunky
still a
knit
thing?
sweater. Oh yeah, but now it's not the calf high ones. It's
Good job,
the
Nick.
little slide one. It's the little slide
Bro,
ones. that
Nick
are,
said I
like,
sound
cut
like a dying frog.
off.
For me, those girl sweaters that are like have like the right here has like loops, like folds.
What?
Are you talking about like the lace or
Yeah.
whatever?
Are you
Also,
talking about a
scarves.
turtleneck?
Scarves are
Are you talking
overrated.
about a turtleneck
I love
sweater?
scarves.
Yeah, scarves are overrated.
Are you talking
Not
about
the turtlenecks are cool. I have a turtleneck.
Okay, cool. Because I was about to be like, don't
I
hate
think
on
he's talking
turtlenecks.
about like, are you
They're
talking about
loose.
like a V-neck, but there's like
Yeah,
lace over
the
on top
loose,
of it or
yeah.
something?
Oh, the ones that have the V-neck, but like it's got the fake little bows.
Uggs overrated too.
Yeah, Uggs are overrated. What's up?
All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for Cruising the
What are
Planet.
you
You can
doing?
go ahead and follow us on Instagram, the Planet 100.7, on Twitter, all that good stuff. Facebook as well. We'll be here next Monday from 10 to 11 a.m. Central. And yeah, make sure to follow us. Make sure to follow what we're doing. And
over
yeah,
here,
y'all
over
have a
there.
great one. We will
Camera's over
catch
there.
y'all next time.
There you go.
And remember, I am a winner.